Hello, hello, what's up, guys? You are watching The Couch Casuals, and I'm your host, Robert Dylan Vasquez. Always here with my lovely host.
It's your boy, Kyle DiOrio. Welcome back to UFC 320 pre-show. It's been like a year since we've done this.
Yeah, it's been a long time, dude.
It's been a drought of UFC pay-per-views, but we're back, and we got a nice little end of the year. 3 more to go before we're on Paramount Plus. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Paramount Plus?
I think I'm going to take my talents to South Beach, and it'll be same old show, same old us. We could have done UFC Noche, but they downgraded it to a fight night.
They downgraded it. It was still it was still very entertaining, still a great card, but
sticking to the rules.
It was very underplayed.
Right. Sticking to the rules, we only do UFC pay-per-views.
Until we start making some money.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Get those numbers up, dude.
All we're doing is pay-per-views. Because we both work.
Speaking of, how do you feel about this pay-per-view?
I'm really hyped. This is a very good card, man. There's just a lot of good fights here, dude. Let's take a look at the prelims. The prelims definitely lack a little bit. Not the best prelims, not really any good, like what's the featured prelim?
Right.
Kind of okay, but once the main card starts, I think we're in good hands. Did you see Patchy Mix got downgraded all the way down to the early prelims? This is his second fight in the UFC, and he's fighting a guy who, let me pull him back up. He's never fought in the UFC before. He's coming from a Polish regional circuit, or I guess Poland's version of a professional league. I guess kind of like the Conor, whatever Conor came from right before, from Ireland.
Cage Warriors.
It's Poland's version of that. Doesn't even have a picture on UFC.com. So
you look at that as what? You look at that as what, a demotion? You don't look at it as an opportunity to open up the card. We need star power lower down on the card, so the whole night are good fights.
He's not even the feature early prelim.
I don't know.
The featured early prelim? It's Macy Shison versus Yana Santos.
Okay. I like Shison. I don't. Go ahead.
Patchy Mix versus Jakub Wiklacz. I think I did pretty good there. That's probably wrong, but it's Wiklacz. Wiklacz. That's my guess for the Polish pronunciation.
I mean, dude, you know that I can't do half of the names, so I think you did a stellar job. Good job.
So I don't know, man. I think that just shows how underwhelming his first performance in the UFC was. He just didn't look good against Bautista.
The UFC giving him a fair shake at no, we're gonna throw you right in there, show us your star power, and then he womps.
Yeah, I mean, you can lose and still keep some star power, but he didn't look great against Mario Bautista. Maybe it was an off night, I've seen some of his other fights. He's a great fighter, but that just was not his best performance.
He's winning. He's in the UFC. He's got a baddie of a wife. Shout out to Patchy Mix. If you lose here, what?
If you lose to, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know where you go from there if you lose to this debuting Polish guy. I mean, this Polish guy could be an absolute killer as far as we know, but it doesn't look good optically that you're losing to this debuting minor league upcoming fighter,
We'll see if he can bounce back. Any other prelim shout outs?
Nah, I think that covers it. I mean, a lot of the times when I see these no-name prelim fights, that's usually they usually shock me and they're very good. So I'm excited to watch them regardless, even if I don't know the people. Let's go. I'm ready for these fights.
Let's go, dude. I've been waiting too long. Dude,
it's been too long.
Let's go.
Way too long.
Come on, jump into it. First fight. Let's go.
Actually, let's just remind the audience real quick. We're in the first part of a new season on Couch Casuals. And from last episode, You are 4-1 with your picks, and I'm 2-3. So you currently have the lead. We said 3 events. There are 3 more to end the year before the Paramount. I think the last ESPN show should be the end of the first season.
Okay.
So just slightly longer.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with being ESPN champ. Give me that SB boy.
Hey, you might be. Let's go into the first fight. Abbas Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer. Not too bad of an opener there.
No, definitely not. Pyfer always shows up, shows out. Is he the one that doesn't wrap his hands? I've heard he doesn't.
You might be right.
He doesn't wrap the ones that he got hair extensions, right, or whatever, the little plants.
I think so. Yeah, he looks like he's got like that way too perfect of a line across his head going on now. So yeah, I think you're right.
I've heard he doesn't wrap his hands, which is insane.
Weird. That's crazy. I mean, he says he's got the strongest punch of all time. He says he broke Francis Ngannou's record on that machine.
Okay.
And he's freaking out when people doubt it. They say it's broken and he gets mad.
Well, I watched Tom Aspinall try his hardest, and it just not even close. It was getting like 60,000, something 40-something thousand.
What was Francis's?
120,000.
Pyfer, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Pyfer punch machine, because it's like an absurd. Like, it says he shows proof. Where's the number? I don't care about the actual video. I'll find it while we're talking.
This is a great opener because Pyfer. I mean, I don't know his record. I think he won his last one. Let's see. Does Joe Pyfer wrap his hands?
Let's check.
Nope. His hands were not wrapped during the Gastelum fight.
That's crazy. That's crazy work. Pyfer says, why does it not show Pyfer's number? It's like listening to everybody else's number on this article.
Because it didn't happen. It's fake news. Probably.
So Alex Pereira apparently landed 191.
Nice.
191,000. Eddie Hall, world's strongest man, landed 208,000.
Okay, so
where are you at, Pyfer?
Ngannou's had to be like crazy. I know I said 120, but that's just insane.
I mean, yeah, I could see Pereira being hitting harder than Francis, at least with that one shot.
I don't know. Did you see when Alex Pereira when he hit the little boxing thing? It's like the little machine or whatever. He got a lower score than I show speed. So it's just it's how you hit those things, man.
Yeah, I can't imagine it means too much. Pyfer hits 181,000 on that machine, which is higher than the previous record of 129 by Francis Ngannou. So you were right.
That's just crazy, bro. That's
crazy power. I put up like 250 on that bitch.
You did?
250.
Now, when was this?
I gotta fix this thing.
You're fine.
I've never hit it. I'm just making a joke. Oh. I'd like to hit it. I'd like to hit that shit.
Well, I fight southpaw, but my right hand is my strong hand. I hit it with my left. I think it was like maybe 401,000.
401,000? Mm-hmm. You probably hit harder than a bullet. I bet a bullet, like a Call of Duty 50K.
Valentina?
Hit that thing.
I hit harder than Valentina?
Oh, yeah, probably. I think you hit harder than Valentina.
Yo, Valentina. What's up, dude?
Valentina knock you out.
Versus who? He's Joe Pyfer versus who?
Abbas Magomedov.
The fight's at what, 185, yeah?
Mm-hmm. 185. Joe Pyfer's 20-2. Abbas is, I just had it, 28-6. Yeah, 28-6-1. Man, Abbas is he's really talented. He doesn't have a lot of big name wins, but he is ranked.
Right.
He's got a lot of kicks. He likes to kick. He likes to throw leg kicks, body kicks. He kicks a lot, and he uses those kicks and his striking to open up the chances for some wrestling. I feel like his cardio is a little questionable. He looks like he gasses out in later rounds pretty easily. But I think Pyfer has similar issues. He did fix that in the Gastelum fight. He gassed out in his fight against give me a second. Who did Pyfer gas out against? It was the Hermanson fight. Jack Hermanson. You know, he wins round 1 and then kind of just slowly loses the rest of the fight. But he really picked it up against Gastelum.
How many times did he drop Gastelum?
I don't remember. Gastelum goes down all the time.
It was just
Gastelum's ability to get dropped and come right back up is kind of insane. Because I mean, the Israel fight too, back in the day where he got dropped 5 times in 1 round.
Yeah.
I don't know. That dude's insane, but yeah, I don't know. What you think? What you think about this fight?
I'm about to open it up, dude. I'm about to open it up.
Shut up, boy.
Picking Joe Pyfer, dude. He's my first pick back after our little hiatus.
Joey P?
I'm excited to see him. Joe, fake news, Pyfer. There's no way you got more than Ngannou. Sorry, Bubba. I'm just messing. Whether you did, you did. Whether you didn't, you didn't. Who's Francis Ngannou? Who is that?
Yeah, who's that guy? He's not in the UFC.
He's not in the UFC. He's irrelevant. Bye. See you later.
Yeah.
Go fight
He's ruining the
Deontay
PFL.
Wilder. Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, I got Joe Pyfer.
Yeah, I got Joe Pyfer too.
Nice.
Pyfer just seemed to be elevating his status. He's elevating his fight. You know, he learned from that Hermanson loss. I think he's just going to continue. This will be his first ranked opponent. That being said, I feel like his resume is a little better than Abbas's is already, even though he's not ranked. So that's an odd thing to say. Abbas's biggest win is against Michel Pereira. That was his ranked win, but he's lost to people like Caio Barrio a couple years ago and Sean Strickland a couple years ago. So he hasn't had that big name win yet. Pyfer could be like a big win for him, but I don't see it happen. I think Pyfer gets the dub. I think he sleeps him in round 2.
Sleeps him, finishes him.
Yeah, Piper's going to land that shot in round 2. That's my guess.
He's got to go. He's got to go. Like this whole... When you look at his striking game, which did work on Gastelum, you can tell he's loading up and he's waiting on that one big shot.
He loads up a lot.
Which when he lands, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But just... I think he needs to set more of a trap. Set, you know, like don't just go in there.
Lead him into it.
Right. Don't just go in there and being like, oh, here comes the right or here comes the left. It's like put some combinations together, blind your opponent. It doesn't take much. You don't have to put 100% into your jab to follow it up with that 100% right that you always like to throw.
Right. I think the fight too will come down to who can pressure who the most, who can keep that person on the back foot. Both of these guys in their losses, they got on the back foot and they didn't have that oomph on the back foot. You know, like some people can fight on the back foot. These guys, I think, need to be moving forward to win. I think Pyfer with his power will be able to keep that pressure moving forward.
Okay, nice.
Boom. Are you ready for the next one?
Please.
We're tied here.
Please.
Let's go into a featherweight fight. Josh Emmett versus Youssef Zalal, the Moroccan Devil.
Sure.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I am not super familiar with Zalal's game. He fought in February 2025. He fought in November 2024. Man, I'm like excited to see this fight because I'm not familiar with this dude. He's number 9. I'm a casual.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
Well, who was his last fight?
Who was his last fight? Let's take a peeky poo. He beat Calvin Cater. Calvin Cater. However you say his last name. So that's a pretty big win. The ones before that were some guy named Shore and some guy named Aarons. So I don't know. Josh Emmett powerful motherfucker too, just like Joe Pyfer.
You were talking about
scary power.
Scary. Putting Bryce Mitchell in a literal seizure.
Yeah, dude.
It's not something to be messed with. You take it away. Let me hear who you got.
So our boy Josh Emmett is like, I hate to call him this because I do like watching his fights. I think he's a very talented fighter. But
watch your mouth. He's the only one to go 5 rounds with Topuria.
I'm not saying anything. This is not a knock on him.
All right.
Josh Emmett's in 145 at a period with some of the GOATs of 145. And I feel like another era, he might be a champion, you know? He might be a champion in any other era than today.
Okay.
But unfortunately, he's in 145 with Max, Alex, Ilya. Like that's a crazy period to be a 145 fighter. That's tough as hell. He's an older fighter, but he's got so much power. And I'd love to see Josh Emmett climb his way back up to the top at least one more time. Youssef is a much younger fighter, I think. I could be wrong. I think he's much younger. He looks much younger. But you know what? Little heart. I'm going with my boy Josh Emmett to get a dub against the younger fighter, to stop him on his upward trajectory just for a little while.
Yeah.
And to establish his own climb back to the top.
Nice. That's a very
You like that?
That's a very good hypothesis.
You like that shit?
I mean, I want to make the show interesting, but I'm gonna have to agree. I like Josh Emmett a lot. I think he's got crazy power. Unlike the Pyfers of the world, his setups are. You would think he's going straight down the pipe, but he comes with the overhand.
Yeah,
and that's what got Bryce Mitchell in general.
Disgusting overhand, boy.
That's what got who's homeboy? Damn it, Michael Johnson.
Yeah.
Michael Johnson was winning that fight. In my opinion, it's only like a 3-rounder. Just bop, 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 move, bop, bop, bop.
Yeah.
And then just eats the left, and you just see the timber, and then just crash down. You know,
it's crazy.
So
Josh Emmett has otherworldly power at 145,
and he says he's only getting stronger. Like they're working on his power, which is
I don't doubt it.
It's like, hey man, what are you trying to do to these guys? He's got. What was the other guy's name? You said the what devil?
The Moroccan devil.
This dude, he's gonna feel it. This is otherworldly.
It's just strange. It's scary. He's got scary power, man. And he's technical. He's very skilled. I mean, he's only lost to like some of the best fighters. I mean, he lost to Yair in their interim title fight.
Crazy
Yair,
chin.
Yeah, he has a crazy chin. Obviously, the only guy to go 5 rounds with Ilya Topuria, and he took some shots from Ilya.
Oh, dude.
He did lose to Lerone Murphy. That's his most recent fight. It was a loss to Lerone Murphy. He is his last 4 fights have him at 2-2. His losses are to Murphy, who absolutely surprised us the last month and knocked that dude out absolutely cold. And he lost to Ilya. But those were both decisions that were, 2 guys that have clear knockout power goes to decision with. Emmett and Mitchell, we know what happened there. And then the Yair Rodriguez fight. That was one of Yair's greatest performances was that fight. He looked different in that fight.
Right.
But I think Josh Emmett's got this one. Slow climb back to the top for Josh. That's what we're going for. Are you ready for the next one?
Please.
Dude, this next one's got me like giddy. Like I'm ready. I'm hyped. This could be one of the most fun fights we'll ever see. Jiri Prochazka versus Khalil Rountree. That's
Right.
I'm ready for that fight. Make that the main event. Have the 2 title fights before that so we can watch that bitch after. That's how much fun this fight's going to be.
Forgive me, what was that card where Poirier fought Max the first time? Or not the first time, the second time. The interim, the one you always brag about going to. Oh, look at you piece of shit. Yeah. The problem with that fight, right? And it was a great fight. You had the Gastelum Adesanya one right before that.
Right. It tires you out.
It sucks your adrenaline away. This one, I'm ready for the co-main and the main. This one is the highlight. This is the fight to watch.
This is the fun fight. This is the fight that I think anybody that knows anything right now, this is the most fun fight I've seen put together in a hot minute.
This will be fight of the night.
Dude, light heavyweight, I'm not going to lie. Light heavyweight, as soon as John left, there was a dip in light heavyweight. Light heavyweight's having a little bit of a resurgence in the last couple of years, namely because of people like Alex Pereira, Jiri Prochazka, Khalil Rountree. These three guys.
Carlos Ulberg.
Hell, people hate him now, but Jamal Hill. These guys put on very entertaining fights.
Yeah.
We have great kickboxing in the light heavyweight division. Even Ankalaev, who we'll talk about shortly, his kickboxing is pretty good, and he can stand. He may not be as entertaining as the other guys, but light heavyweight is a different division than it was 2 or 3 years ago, when it honestly felt like the least entertaining division in the UFC.
Right.
And I can't fucking wait for this fight. These guys both have just, let's stand and bang mentalities. Yuri's got very creative, interesting style. Khalil Rountree's got just this great classic Muay Thai style, heavy fucking hands.
Can take a punch. Can take a fucking punch, dude.
He can. His ability to take a punch in that Alex fight hopefully stands. There's a little bit of me that's worried that how much damage did that fight do to him in the long term, because he took some shots from Alex and it didn't go down. I hope we're right. He's coming off of a dub against Jamal Hill. So, man, this is a good fight. This could be one of these two guys could be fighting for the title next. This is a title eliminator right here.
You think so?
I mean, you've got Yuri's 2, Khalil's 4. You got Magomed and number 1 Alex in the main event. So it's very likely. I feel like there's a very good possibility that one of these two guys is the next contender, especially if Ankalaev wins.
They should be.
Should be. You're right. Should be. You got someone in the back of your mind there?
Dominic Reyes just got knocked out this past weekend. He was saying, if I beat Carlos Ulberg, I'm not fighting again until I fight for the title. I hate when fighters think like that, because Dom got slept bad round 1. And so now you just do the same things. Does the same thing apply? Does the same thing apply to Carlos Ulberg now? Dude, you should have heard the crowd. They go, Ulberg. And
I love Carlos Ulberg.
He's on an 8-9 fight win streak, 8 or 9. So it's like, how do you deny that guy?
I think you deny him based on the fact that these two guys are just rank-wise or just higher than those two guys were. And the timing of the event, they're on the same event as the light heavyweight. So the two winners will potentially be on similar recovery time frames.
Right.
Makes a lot of sense. I think Carlos Ulberg is he could be next. He definitely could be next. If not, he's one win away. He's right there too. So any of these guys, I'm excited. Light heavyweight's so much fun. There's not much else to say. Who are we picking?
I got Khalil Rountree. Because he had self-admitted was like, dude, I just wasn't ready for 5 rounds with Alex. Not only are you doing 5 rounds for the first time, or just, championship rounds, he's like, you had to go against Alex in your first 5er. So it's like,
it's tough.
He's like, I think I took too much off. I was up, and then all of a sudden, I didn't really care if you won round. go listen to the interview where he explains it. I think Khalil is the most dangerous with 3 rounds. So, and Jiri's dangerous based off of his weird, awkward movement, based off of, it's like, how do you prepare for a guy like that? But Khalil is very, I'm coming straight down the middle, and then I'm going to step off, and boom, that Muay Thai stance like you were talking about. He's got good hands. Jiri doesn't have the Alex power, yes, but he has his own weird ability to generate from like a weird angle, and you just don't.
He's got those long limbs that he can just kind of swing at, like the reverse elbow knockout to Dominic Reyes is a great example of just like, terrifying ability to knock somebody out.
So you have Khalil and the damage that he took against Alex, which you would argue like, yeah, that probably fucked him up a little bit. Look at what Alex did to Jiri.
Yeah,
look at it's almost just as bad. You know what I'm? It's like Alex he runs through these guys, and so who took more damage? More, whether it's more punches or like the flash knockout of a head kick, and it's like, okay, apples to oranges in my opinion. I have Khalil because in the short amount of time that he needs to be great, he can pull off a decision against Jiri.
I'm going Khalil Rountree.
Damn it.
Dude, I am such a big fan of Khalil Rountree. Not only is he entertaining in the cage, he seems like an absolute great guy. I mean, both of these two are some of the most likable fighters in UFC right now.
Why?
They're very humble. Mm-hmm. They're very introspective. Mm-hmm. You know, Khalil, in his loss to Alex, was very just like, I mean, that motherfucker hits hard. Yes, I mean, he said, and like you said, I just wasn't ready for a 5-rounder yet. I think that mentality for both of these guys, Jiri's very similar, very stoic, very, kind of like inward looking. There's not gonna be a lot of shit talking. I think it's gonna be very respectful until they start swinging. And boy, there's gonna be some shots thrown. I don't see this one going all 3 either way. Like whoever wins, I think somebody's getting knocked out.
Man,
it's very possible. Both of these guys have kill shot potential.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be one for the ages.
Fight of the night.
I'm excited. Fight of the night mm-hmm. for sure. Yeah, I got Khalil Rountree.
Nice. That, of all the fights, that was my hardest one to choose, to be honest.
I'll be honest with you. I love Jiri. I've been locked in on Khalil for a while, mm-hmm. so I was pretty ready to just go with Khalil. I'm a big fan. I want to see him continue that rise back to the title as well. You ready for the co-main?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so after that adrenaline dump,
how do you even get excited for these next 2? You know what it's going to be. You know what it's going to be.
There's a very good chance that both of these end up being very similar fights, but there's also a chance that they don't. Merab Dvalishvili
mm-hmm.
versus Cory Sandhagen.
Mm-hmm. The
Sandman. I want to see. Everybody likes Cory, man.
I love Cory. You guys need to check out his Instagram if you haven't. Sandhagen MMA, something like that.
He's a great dude, man. But like,
yeah, he is. He's very creative too.
I don't see him having the tools to beat the machine.
I'm not even gonna drum roll this. I got Merab by WrestleFuck. It's like
Merab is a machine. That's his name. Like he's an absolute monster.
Mm-hmm.
Cory, I mean, he's lost to the 45 Nurmagomedov, whatever his name is. He lost to Aljo back in the day.
Aljo got his back in like 3 seconds. He lost in the first minute of the Aljo fight, and you're like, damn it. And he did say that shifted his mind a little bit. Like, he's going to go out there, and he's like, I don't want to hurt people, but I got to go. Like, I got to do my thing.
You got to do your thing. I mean, he's got big wins.
Mm-mm.
He's got some wins against Chito Vera. He's coming off a win against Davison Figueiredo. That's what.
Nice.
He's 1-1 in his last 2.
Davison,
it feels like an odd spot.
Mm-hmm. Davison, ripped his shit, though, right? Like, I think
I
there
think
was
so.
there was an injury, and that's Cory was just like, all right, I'll just finish you. Which power to him, he did the job. He's a very, very good striker. He's very good at footwork, maintaining distance. The flying knee against Frankie Edgar was just so nasty.
Yeah, terrifyingly nasty.
I watched Merab train with Demetrius Johnson, the GOAT, and it's just he's on a whole nother level, dude. It's just
Rob?
Yeah.
Merab, my bad.
Merab.
I heard Rob.
No.
For some reason, I'm like looking at a picture of Rob Font.
Rob Font.
So in my head, I thought you were talking about Rob Font for some reason.
No. Merab. I'm not gonna string it out.
Merab is there's no reason to. I love Cory. It feels like he's getting this shot because one, Merab has cleared out the top, and everybody just wants Cory to get him one chance at the title. It feels like a very Rocky-esque moment to give this guy a shot against Merab.
It's owed. Yeah, it's definitely owed.
It's definitely owed. Merab, I don't see anyone taking the title from Merab.
I hope I'm wrong.
Anytime soon.
I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not, and you're not. And anybody who chooses Merab, you do not have. It's not unjustified to pick Merab. It's based off of his record, based off of how he did Sean O'Malley twice.
I mean, he's done everybody that way. I mean, ran through Henry Cejudo, ran through
Usman.
I can't remember. I think it's Umar. I think you're right. Had run through O'Malley twice.
The second time, even worse.
I'll be honest with you. The one that really puts him on the map is Peter Yan, where he just. I mean, it was a decision, but how many takedowns did he attempt?
It's just.
He never stopped.
It never stops. He's a machine. He's a machine.
The machine nickname is one of the most accurate nicknames you've ever seen in UFC. And I can't hate the guy for it. Georgian wrestler, man.
I mean, that's
absolute monster.
Right.
Are you ready for the main event?
Before that, I hope it's an exciting fight. I hope it's not.
It very well could be.
Not everything compared to Jiri and Khalil is just like wow.
That's a tough thing to follow. Merab has proven at times to be at least an entertaining wrestlefucker.
Sure.
He doesn't just lay on the dudes and hold them down. He's always active in his wrestling, which I do appreciate when someone's super active in their wrestling and is looking for dominant positions. You ready for the main event?
Shout out to Cory Sandhagen. Pull it off, brother. Flying knee, 360 tornado kick. Give me something. I want to be wrong.
I feel like the odds would be terrible on this, but UFC.com is not showing them for me. So
of course they're not. Of course they're not. They want you to watch this fight.
Hold on.
They want you to watch.
Well, they're not showing odds on any of them, and they normally do. Odds on Merab versus Sandhagen.
That's just, I mean.
I want to know. I want to know what the odds here. DraftKings odds. What do you got? What do you got?
Regardless, I just think it's a very, very safe bet. I don't know how many of you guys are gamblers. I just think
Merab is a minus 440.
That's just for a championship fight.
That's pretty significant in a championship fight.
Yeah, dude. Not a lot of people are believing in Cory. I believe in Cory's ability to have the footwork to evade Merab only for so long. It's not, you can't, for 5 rounds, you're going to run away, which, no. I don't mean it in a bad way. Be on your bike, use your footwork to get out of there. But it's very hard, like you were saying earlier, fighting off your back foot. How can he make it look like he's winning by also being offensive yet elusive enough to not... Dude, all it takes is for you to get... You have the octagon itself, and then you have the octagon like black line. It's not necessarily as big. Once you get behind that black line with Merab, he's just gonna shoot. It's like a Chimaev kind of thing. Like
it's I've been watching the GOAT Mighty Mouse, and he talks a lot about the void.
The void.
Cory needs to keep the void as large as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Merab will shoot through that motherfucker in an instant.
Slice through it like butter.
You have to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
You can say he's running. You know, some people say that offensively. I know you weren't, but he's running the whole fight. You have to do that if the guy you're fighting is an excellent grappler and you want to stay away from that. Yeah. You need to be hit him on you got to be elusive. Who's trying to get beat?
Merab has the weird the feints that he's
he's very twitchy. He's almost like Valentina.
Yeah, but Valentina, I always get she's not scared. She's not. Shout out to the bullet. But it looks like she's
got a funny stance. Yeah, she's just very intense stance.
yeah. Same with Merab.
They really both do have a very similar style. Are they? Is she from Georgia? Where's she from?
Dude, if I had to guess,
I don't remember where she's from. I got it in front of me.
If I had to guess, she's... I don't know. No, hang on, wait. God damn it. Go ahead.
Kyrgyzstan. How close is Kyrgyzstan and Georgia? I bet they're neighbors. I would not be surprised.
Across the pond, you never know.
What the hell is Georgia? Oh, they're not neighbors.
Well, they dance similar. You've seen Merab.
They definitely they do have similar maybe the cultures are similar.
Sure.
Anyway, so we're going into the main event completely tied. I have no chance of gaining on you in seasonal standings yet.
My bad.
Look, it is what it is. We got to make the picks we think we're going to make.
These are very logical picks, by the way. I commend you.
These are logical picks here. How do you feel about Magomed Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira?
The same way I feel about Merab and Cory. I love Alex. I love Alex. He's like, I was 40% on that night. I was this, I was that. He's okay, cool.
Let's hope you're right.
Ankalaev's kickboxing is so good because his wrestling is so good and allows those openings to be created because you're like, oh, well, fuck, I need to be in this stance because if he shoots on me, I need to get the double underhooks. I need to whizzer out, whatever it is. I need to pummel and get out of these positions, especially if he's trying to push me up against the cage.
Yeah.
Ankalaev is such a boring fucking fighter. I hate his style. I hate how he's like, oh, well, I got this, and this. And it's like, well, show us. Show us in emphatic fashion, which he has. He's knocked out Ian Cutelaba. Yeah. He's had his moments before, and I don't get why he's such a bad rap. But nonetheless, it's like I don't like watching him. I didn't want him to get his title shot selfishly because it's like, well, there goes like that 205 division you're talking about. There goes the fucking everybody's Jamal Hill, I'd say kickboxer. Khalil Rountree, Jiri Prochazka, Carlos Olberg, Dominic Reyes. These guys are not wrestle heavy guys. He is on an island alone when it comes to like.
He has a big advantage against these guys in that, at least in that department.
Same. I mean, I wouldn't say same with Merab, but ever since Alja moved up to 145, it's like what other wrestler is there in the 135-pound division that poses the strength of Merab? Because you had Umar Nurmagomedov. You're like,
that was like
he's a wrestler.
The one you think.
Henry Cejudo.
Umar was the biggest chance. Henry Cejudo getting ran through was crazy.
So that even though those guys are wrestlers, it's like, well, you're not a Merab style wrestler. So it's like,
right.
Ankalaev being on that island by himself and having the wrestling capabilities is obviously threatening enough to trump Alex in their last bout. Will it be enough this time? I'm going to be in like Florida watching. Hopefully, it gets done. Hopefully Alex shows that he's a little bit better. I don't know if he gets this win. If I was to be a betting man, I got Pereira by knockout.
Okay. Magomed Ankalaev, to me, when I think of his fighting style, the biggest attribute he has more than anything else is just pure pressure. Mm-hmm. Some people just have this means to just stay pressuring their opponent, and that really fucks with a lot of people. Like you said, his kickboxing is so good because his wrestling is so good. You're constantly concerned about that. Your mind is torn on what to do in the scenario you're given with him. So it's very tough. He is a little bit, when he gets you to the ground, he's kind of, I think these pressure guys like that, their style gets wins, but it definitely doesn't get fans.
Yeah.
And, you know, we kind of shit on wrestlers sometimes, but like, I'll be honest, I love a really active wrestler. I think that's just as entertaining as a kickboxing match.
We shit on stallers. I don't know if you've seen this.
Yes, holders, the fuckers, the hold, when we're going to hold you down.
I don't know if you've seen the old, it's resurfaced, but it's Nick Diaz. He's talking in the George St. Pierre press conference. He's like, look, dude, I feel like the UFC and MMA in general is geared more towards wrestlers. And, you know, over in Pride, shout out to Pride, they have, like, you can't just lay and pray, because the space that you need to rain down punches is the space that I need to possibly, like, get up or have that space. So it's like, if you're just laying and you're hitting them with tiny little elbows, the ref's not going to stop that, because it's action. It's not fucking action. You should get a yellow card for stalling. They don't really do cards in the UFC, but you catching my drift of, like, the MMA space is more so geared towards wrestlers. If Ankalaev has his hands around Alex's waist and they're locked, or however, you know, you want to do it, the ref's not going to be like, mostly 9 times out of 10, they're not going to separate that, because it's like, oh, well, I almost had that takedown. What are you doing? The pressure is nice. I didn't mean to interrupt you. We don't hate wrestlers. We like activity.
Yes. The guys that win solely on control time with no actual activity, punches, damage, movement, progression, it's lame. It's not a fun watch. Obviously, you know, there's always the argument, if you don't want to watch it, watch kickboxing or boxing. But I like MMA. I do. I just don't like that one particular. I think of a guy like Khabib, right? Very active, constantly damaging his opponent on the ground, moving for the win, moving to knock out or sub his opponent. Merab to me has gotten a lot more entertaining in his fights, where he does advance position. He is keeping a more active pace on guys. Magomed's style lends to be more hold you down and try to get some time. He's got, like you said, he's got power. He's got wrestling, but he will definitely take the easiest
path to victory.
Path forward, path to victory. And it worked against Alex in the first fight. I am going solely with my heart, and I'm hoping for an Alex Pereira knockout, and that's my pick. So we are locked, completely tied. There will be no bragging rights other than you saying I still lead in the season, because Alex, man, I cannot pick against Alex. I do not want to pick against Alex. I don't care if it's a not correct decision. He always has the threat of that knockout. Always. It doesn't matter what's going on. If he can keep himself in the fight for 5 rounds, he could be getting dominated for 5 rounds. He's got that threat of that knockout.
He got tagged a couple times last time, only because the wrestling is so good. He says he claims he's 40%. He also claims, like, he's like, I'm here to get my belt back. Like, fuck this. Last time was a fluke. I was 40%. And then on his worst night, he couldn't be finished versus Ankalaev. He did get tagged, but he got held up against the fence. I think it's a logical pick to go with Ankalaev, but I don't see, if Alex is back, if he's, you know, truly himself again.
He was being honest about when you say these things, you put high expectations on yourself in the rematch. If you lose again, you can't make excuses a second time.
No.
If you're at 40% for both fights, maybe your career's at 40%. You know what I mean? So you need to come out and you need to show the world that you're the light heavyweight champion. Get an emphatic win. Get a knockout. No questions. Let's get this dub.
If Alex wins, Jiri and Khalil will not get that rematch, and the title shot will go to Carlos Ulberg.
That is a scenario where I see Carlos Ulberg leapfrogging those guys, just because it'd be a fresh new name.
If Ankalaev wins, I mean,
I think Jiri or Rountree is the likely contender there. What if there's a draw? What if there's some stupid scenario where we don't have a definitive? Because Ankalaev's been in a draw before.
Yeah, he has.
In a rightful, looking back on that fight, that was a very rightful draw. That fight was a draw.
Just leg kicks and boring movement, and
yeah,
Blachowicz not being able to do anything. Yeah, sure.
But man, I always am a little optimist. I think these two championship fights could be sleepy fights, but they could also very well be entertaining. There's a lot of entertainment possibility here. The first three fights, I think you're expecting big things. I think it's going to be a good show. I'm ready for some UFC pay-per-view action again.
Right. And Noche wasn't bad.
Noche was really good.
If the co-main and the main are sleepers, you have to credit the first three fights with making them feel like that.
Yeah, I feel very strongly that those first, especially Khalil versus Jiri, is going to be so good. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait for it.
How much does the meter have to go down? Like, because it's going to be at 100 when that fight's where it's like, yes, yeah. During the fight, there literally has to be no action for me to be like, oh, okay, what are you guys doing? If
it's one of these like kickboxing chess matches where like they're just feeling each other out for like two and a half rounds, that would be disappointing.
It'd be very disappointing. Sure,
it could happen. There's always that chance. We love kickboxing matches, but super high level kickboxing matches can end up being boring because they're always afraid to take that shot, if I do this kick, I'm opening myself up to this, and so it's possible. It's possible. High level wrestling and high level kickboxing both could be boring to like a man.
Anything else about this card? Anything else that you're excited for specifically with this card being in Vegas?
Vegas, man, I'm just excited. I'm ready to watch UFC live. I'm getting excited for the Paramount Plus era though. Not having to pay for these prices or watch it somewhere else, yeah, I'm ready to go, dude.
I'm so excited. The post show will not be the following Monday after the card just because it'll be scheduling issues.
But we could do the post show anytime. So it'll be up sometime after the event.
Be responsible with your picks. Don't go too crazy, but it is for the
dropping Drake money
for the minus fighter. Most of these picks are lean towards whoever is the favorite. Is the favorite. You
lot.
It's a weekend that I don't sense a lot of upsets. Betting on Alex is a very smart bet, but so is Ankalaev. If 5-round decision.
Yeah. I wonder what the odds on that match are. Let's look.
Well, it being a rematch, people trying to inflate the Alex price. It might be closer than. It's definitely closer than Merab.
This one's
Cory.
Yeah, far closer. Pereira is a minus 115.
Okay, that's not bad.
Ankalaev being a plus 105. I'm kind of surprised they have Alex as the favorite, but
somebody's trying to make money on Ankalaev.
Yeah, sure.
Anything else? Anything else pertaining to MMA in general outside of the UFC or just news?
Nah, man.
Yes or no?
What you got?
Yes or no? Does Dana White put Jon Jones on the White House card?
I heard he was going to stand his ground. I hope he does stand his ground and does not put him on that card. He does not deserve to be there.
No.
But if it's like the only way we get Tom versus John,
sure. I'll
take it because I want to see Tom wipe the goddamn floor.
Wow. Disrespectful. I think he would.
Man, look, John was a great fighter, but the way he ended his career was so sad.
Snaky.
Yeah, it just didn't. It wasn't good, man.
Shout out to Ronda Rousey. She's been training. Anything to get the. Hang on. And I know that you love that Holly Holm knockout. And I know you love that fucking Amanda Nunes knockout. She's a mom now. and you know, she's just getting back into activity, and she's got a good heart, I think. I like to see people refinding their love in the gym, and I think that it's good for her mentally, because you know she's always talks about everything she does. She goes to the bathroom and gets a fucking concussion. So who knows with she's not going to be on the White House card. She's like, never say never, but no. And then who do you give her? Kayla Harrison? That's not, come on. So
yeah, that would be bad. Kayla Harrison or Amanda.
Oh no, it's just Amanda. No,
not even worth.
No. So shout out to you guys, all the casuals out there. Shout out to the hardcore fans that think that they know more than we do, because you don't.
They might. Some of them probably do.
They know how to pronounce some undercard names, and then they go, "Oh, I know everything." All right, cool, dude. Cool.
Yeah. The one thing I love is like one of these guys come up with another promotion. They're like, you casuals are gonna see. They'll comment like, "You guys are gonna see. This guy's the real deal."
Sure.
Immediately gets slept in round 2. It's like, okay. Well, anyone can act like an expert by typing that, but
shout out to you guys.
Have fun.
Like, comment, subscribe, share to your casual friends. Make good decisions when it comes to gambling online.
Yes.
And then
don't lose your money.
That's it, pretty much.
We love you guys.